Welcome, Capricorn, for coming for the weekly general reading. As I told you in last week's reading, I'm not only a tarot and oracle reader. I'm also try to tell you a story about what happened in my life, how the spirit and divine's message through the tarot reader can help in my life. So I wrote the book, Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Uh, this tell a lot of storyline with the how tarot reader help influence in my life. So the story I want to tell you is recently happened just last week, right? Uh, I want to tell the next half of the story. If you want to hear the first half, and then go back to my last week's reading. So, what happened was there was my teammate tried to uh, demand me to do a one of task. There's stand up there. What his communication, which potentially damage my career reputation and personal integrity. And I replied back, which based on the some message and guidance from those tarot readings. So that was last week's story. Now, by end of that standoff, so authority step in and basically say that there is a standoff, let's resolve it. So there was meeting scheduled next day, and try to resolve this dispute. So from my point of view, this is not this is out of scope of the project and could potentially negatively impact on the product delivery. But from the authority point of view, they just don't want to hear the noise, right? So if the dispute is resolved, everybody is happy, so we can moving forward. Which when I approached that meeting, I was still, in the shock of this message and what potentially impact could it be for my career. So right before the meeting happened, I was happened to listen to few tarot reading, right? Uh, there are tarot reading basically list out like February 22nd, Simple Tarot published a video titled as Taurus, don't let anyone dim your confidence, not back it down. So that was one point I really have this kind of like the motivation. I'm not gonna back down. I will stand on my ground, right? At the same day, Tarot channel Water and Fire Tarot published a video titled as Taurus. What goes around comes around. It goes your way this time, March 20, 2023. So those kind of reading are very positive to me. I think that there will be potential outcome will be positive on my side, right? But right before the meeting, I really hear the reading from the Born Without Boundary Tarot. Uh, the title was Taurus Tarot, really releasing this toxic energy. So this channel, this reading basically said, hey, you are confronting this emotional loss, and you are suffering silence. That's exactly what reflects my energy, right? And it always mentioned, uh, you know, you kind of try to resist it, but uh, that's not the solution. Solution is open yourself up to this change, right? And um, so for all those kind of guidance or their opinion, so I really utilize my intuition, my inner voice, and my understanding for my own situation. Only in that case, you would make those tarot reading as your personal reading, right? So what I did is basically step in that meeting with the mind, say, I'm going to try to work with it, resolve it, and move it on, but not without any give up any ground. So I got a sign off from the authority to proceed with what this teammate want. Uh, at the same time, they know my position, and we got that resolved. And I do say there is a positive things come into the situation, and what my concern is got addressed. So that had been said, my energy really read it out across the tarot channel on the February 24th. Good Witch Intuitive Tarot published video titled Taurus, March 20, 2023, Choose Abundance and Big Celebration. That reading is basically categorized, like summarize what I went through. Um, so what I try to talk about my story is here. All the tarot reading happen, it actually pick up my energy. I can use as my personal reading. And one day ahead of time, pretty much like at this point, I can say, um, now the question is, how do you utilize those reading? Those reading is basically, from my point of view, is deliver the message from the spirit and the divine and the angel. You say how each part, each reading deliver one piece of information. I will need to get those information, assemble it, analyze it, and then make the decision. So that is beauty of a final product, right? So I wrote this book, A Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Is pretty much the going through this process, analyze reading, and make the final decision. It's an assembly process. So you will give you a eye-opening experience, even though it's a romance novel. Definitely read it. It's available at Amazon, Barnes Noble, and Apple Bookstore. I'm gonna start with the to check your uh, most recently energy, current energy, unfolding energy, unexpected energy, and the potential outcome for this upcoming week. All right, Capricorn, for your most uh, recent energy is Seven of Sword. Your current energy, oh, this two cards right out, is the Death and the Eight of Pentacles. So for your unfolding energy is the Hermit. For your unexpected energy is Sun. So this flight out for the potential outcome is Ace of Wands. All right. We're going to use the I Ching as the clarifier. So this is for Capricorn for the upcoming week. So for your past energy is the great exceeding. For your current energy is biting through. For unfolding energy is lasting. For your unexpected energy is nourishment. For the potential outcome is the repeating chaos. All right, Capricorn, let's look at it. Okay, so your past energy is kind of Seven of Sword. So Seven of you clarify is it's great, exciting. So you may have the in your recent relationship partnership, you may have this core argument uh, and fight, right? Um, but uh, for this is clarify. You actually are great at exciting, right? So it looks like this is your energy. You kind of like win the fight, or at least this person is, you know, capture the sword and walk away and with a smile, right? Uh, Even though a little bit, you know, looks like, not that, honorable, little bit, but as the walk away, as look back, right? Um, the tent is closing, right? So this is your retreating. So it looks like you did win this argument, win this fight. Uh, you know, that's your past energy at here. So your current energy is actually, uh, you have this death card. I think this is a Scorpio. You may deal with Scorpio, or Scorpio may play a role in here, and also this is transformation, right? Uh, you this situation is transformed into it's totally like old way is gone, the new way just beginning, right? But for your craft you're working on, it's you constantly working on, you're perfecting your craft, right? Uh, this is hard work, right? And you continuous focus to working on this, right? As a clarify is a bite through, right? The bite through is really little by little hard work, right? So you continue to working on your stuff. This you are gradually making that kind of transformation, right? So that's where it is, what it is. So this is also hermit. Your unfolding energy is hermit. I believe it's a Virgo energy, right? So you really think about the, what is the right path for you, right? Your hermit is look at the things in the different perspective, right? You really got the divine's enlightenment. When we say divine enlightenment is you did the meditation, you think about what the path, right? And this path is a lasting path, not only like shortcut, right? You want to do that kind of like you know uh, you have this project, or maybe benefit with public, bring this something into this world, right? So you really think through it, right? And found that the direction to go. And you look at the unexpected energy. This is a sun, right? uh, this this sun car is probably most happiest car in this deck. Uh, you as you think through it, you found out that like happiness, what they do could bring not only your fulfillment but also bring this happiness to this team, to this partner, to this world, right? And by through the nourishment, right? uh, Nourishment is the really uh, added uh, the joy, really have that kind of like thought to grow it, right? Um, so this is unexpected energy. Look at the potential outcome for this upcoming week is the Ace of Wands. Look at this, this is so it's kind of like a new beginning of here, and I can say, this is a this is huge initiative. That's may related with the love relationship, right? Maybe you have that the office romance, right? And you know, with that sun card, I can't hide the my thinking, right? There might be a love relationship happening, maybe related to sexual chemistry over there, right? Um, so just remember, this is each cards remind you there might be you're repeating chiasm. When this some like situation happen, maybe there the gap is still there. The repeating thing may still happen. Just be careful what it is, right? All right, Capricorns. Let me summarize it. Right, your past energies really have you have the argument. It looks like you win the argument, and you retreat it, right? And the current energy, you really transform the situations with getting to the old old things gone, new things try to come in, but you continue to perfect your pentacle, your craft, your project, your partnership, right? Little by little, gradually break through it, right? So unfolding energies, you really spend time to think through what are the things what are the initiative, what are the partnership, how can you build it to last, right? Unexpected energies, you got it. Look at the sun coming in. You are happy. You happy. You feel that whatever thinking is nourish this environment, partnership, or this project. By end of this week, you really have that new beginning at here, right? And just be careful of repeating thing or gap of for this relationship. Overall, I'm happy to deliver this message. If you like it, definitely subscribe it, thumbs up, and I wish you have a blessing week. I'll talk to you soon.